Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. Thank you for taking time out of your day to check the video out. We have more PlayStation news, rumors, and leaks to go over and cover today. And we're starting here with a rumor regarding the next PlayStation State of Play. It's coming from, I would say at this point, the industry's most reliable source, that being Nate the Hate. So Nate the Hate last month said that we should expect a State of Play sometime in February. But over on X, somebody asked him, is the first State of Play of the year still coming in February? He says, yes. Then there was a follow-up question where the person asks, can you say if it's early, mid, or late February? And he simply replies by saying, what does your heart tell you? Pretty much confirming that it's going to be next week, Valentine's Day around that time. So this is something that, honestly, it's hard to say how excited we should get for it. I mean, I want to be excited for this because, I always look forward to Sony doing State of Plays. The fact that Sony pretty much doesn't do showcases anymore, seemingly, I would say that this is a good reason to get a little bit more excited about State of Plays when they are announced. Now, of course, this could be like a smaller indie State of Play, or it could just be a third-party focused State of Play. Of course, when Sony announces it, they will tell us in the blog post to prepare us, but I do want to remind people that for the last 3 State of Plays, which all occurred throughout 2024, basically on a quarterly basis, in each State of Play, there was some type of PlayStation first-party focus, usually at the end of the State of Play. So like last year in January, we got the partnership announcement, or I guess you could say renewal, with PlayStation Studios and Kojima Productions for Fizzant. And then after that, the second State of Play, which occurred in May, we ended up getting Astrobot revealed, which then went on to win Game of the Year, and it came out just 3 months later. And then the third and final State of Play that occurred in September of last year, at the end, we got the surprise reveal of Ghost of Yotei. So the reason why I'm pointing this out is because this is why I'm actually a little bit more excited about getting a new State of Play, because it does seem like Sony is now putting some kind of first-party emphasis on their State of Plays, potentially in place of doing showcases. So yeah, that's my reasoning. But again, this is what we're hearing. It's from Nate the Hate. It's going to be happening next week. So keep your eyes peeled. I will continue to keep you guys updated. We're going to move on to the next topic here, which talks about Bloodborne's 60 FPS mod being struck down by Sony years after its release. Being reported by PlayStation Lifestyle, for years the From Software community have been begging for a Bloodborne remaster. So much time has passed, one fan even took matters into his own hands by releasing a patch in 2021 that would allow the game to run at 60 frames per second. Now, nearly 4 years later, Sony has sent a notice to shut it down. According to Bloodborne mod creator Lance McDonald, he received a DMCA takedown notification from Sony Interactive Entertainment asking to remove links to the 60 FPS patch. McDonald has acted accordingly and confirms the links for the mod are no longer posted. So this comes just after we received the news that Hideaki Nishino is now the new CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and there was some shuffling around going on with leadership, and this seemingly was one of his first directives to take down the Bloodborne 60 FPS mod, which has led people to believe that this could indicate Sony is now finally going to be doing something more with Bloodborne. Now, of course, we can only speculate that. We don't have any rumors or any confirmation of any kind, but the timing is peculiar. 4 years later, suddenly, oh, yeah, please take that down. Kind of weird, but there you go. Let me know if you think this is maybe indication that Sony is now going to do something more with Bloodborne. Moving on to the next topic, we're talking once again about more rumors regarding more Xbox games coming to PlayStation, and this one is a big one. So this is being reported by Push Square, and it says, another day, another rumor of a tentpole Xbox exclusive coming to PS5. We appreciate these stories aren't particularly surprising at this point, but the speculation comes courtesy of Spanish tipster Ecstasis, who previously revealed the PlayStation version of Forza Horizon 5, which was officially confirmed earlier this week. According to The Insider, The Gears of War Trilogy Collection will launch day one on PS5 alongside Xbox Series consoles and PC. There will be full crossplay between all three versions of the game. As the name implies, the package will feature the first three Gears of War titles, which originally launched on the Xbox 360. Funnily enough, a PS3 version of Gears of War 3 actually exists, as Epic owned the franchise and was considering taking it multi-format before eventually selling the IP to Microsoft. As the port was never finished, however, this collection would mark the series' first debut on PlayStation, assuming the information is correct. It also would introduce PS5 owners to the franchise ahead of the release of the new entry, Gears of War E-Day, which, it's worth noting, that's actually going to be a prequel. So, you know, this is pretty significant, right? Not only are we hearing from Ecstasis, who correctly told us that Forza Horizon 5 was going to get announced for PS5, that Gears of War is coming, but it's actually a new Gears of War Remaster collection, which I think a lot of people generally are going to be happy about. This would actually be a really good way for Microsoft to introduce PlayStation players to the Gears of War series, and it seemingly does set up a situation where they are going to release Gears of War E-Day, I would assume day one on PS5. Why else would you want to drop a Gears of War Remaster collection like this onto PlayStation, knowing that, you know, Gears of War E-Day is specifically trying to appeal to anybody who was a fan of the first three games in the series. So there you go. There's no timing, or I guess I should say they're not saying when it's going to be announced, but it does seem like this is something that is going to happen this year. Continuing to talk about more Xbox games coming to PlayStation, we have another report here from WCCF Tech where it says Fable, the next entry in the series in development by Playground Games, may be a multi-platform release right from the launch, according to rumors. Spanish website Vandal, which previously proved to be somewhat reliable, shared in a new report today that work on the PlayStation 5 and Nintendo Switch 2 versions of Fable has already begun, and the game could release on the two systems at the same time as it lands on Xbox and PC. In addition to revealing that Fable is already in the works for other systems, the new report also revealed that Killer Instinct and Starfield are among the closest former Xbox exclusives to release on other platforms. The PS5 version of Bethesda's latest RPG has been in the works since it launched in late 2023. And to add even more to this growing list, apparently there are now job listings being discovered for Perfect Dark that seem to indicate they are developing this game with a multi-platform launch in mind. And so it does seem like, again, the floodgates are opening. I know that it feels like this is all we've been talking about, but it's because it's a major transition that is seemingly just happening overnight, where Microsoft went from, listen, we're just going to do a couple games here, a couple games there, experiment, to just going all in and making it pretty clear, I would say, at least based off of these rumors, which seem like they're going to be true, that every game going forward is going to be developed with the PlayStation 5 in mind. And so we are talking about Microsoft games being developed by Microsoft developers that are going to release on the Xbox console, but they're going to release on the PS5 Pro, be optimized for the Pro, take advantage of the DualSense. I mean, Microsoft truly has just went all in supporting the PlayStation 5. And again, when you look at the fact that 64% of their overall revenue came from PlayStation, it seems pretty obvious why they're doing that. But there you go. Let me know what you think about these games. The Gears of War collection, Fable, Perfect Dark, Starfield. What do you think about these games coming to PS5? Are you interested in any of them? But that's going to do it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. If you did, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the bell notification icon, and feel free to share the video out on top of all that. But until next time, guys, take care.